How's it going, everyone? Mask here, back with another Knights Chronicle video. Now, we still have the Ruby and Knights Chronicle collab going on right now. And today we're looking at the Cinder Advent Dungeon. I know I'm a little late to the gun on this, but whatever. I've been wanting to get around to talking about it. Let's look at the recommended heroes for the... I mean, it's pretty obvious. Who should be beating up Cinder? We have Yang, Ruby, Blake, and Weiss. These are the recommended heroes because they're also the stage effects. Now, the thing about these heroes as well that is super important to realize is you're getting more special summon tickets, one per hero, when you use them on your team. So when you go down to this Ruby event ticket hero summon, you get, for 120 tickets, you're getting 11 summons. This is going to add up a ton, and it's going to be really, really awesome. Your summon info... You have, you still only have a 2% chance at an SSR, so they're not as, you're going to pull mostly rares, but still, they're free summons. Everyone loves free summons, so every time you use a different one of these 5 characters in this Advent dungeon, I know one of them is actually the character you pull from the Advent, which is, it's comical to suggest someone, oh, how do you farm... How do you farm this Advent hero? Oh, well, put that Advent hero on your team. Oh, well, what if I haven't beaten the Advent yet? No, but yes, when you pull Cinder, put her on your team. The easiest way to beat this dungeon, and everyone has been hand-fed the easiest way to beat it, and it's going to be very consistent and super, super great. We'll just check out my team right now. I actually been fooling around because I went so long without a drop. 14 runs of this dungeon in a row without a drop. So I was like, how do I affect RNG? I need to change something up here. I'm like, I switched Yang and Ramu, and I'm like, what's going on? I've no idea why. I highly suggest, if you're to beat this, honestly, develop your Yang you were given for free for so many reasons. The Yang is also going to give you more event summons. I'm a fool, actually. You should be running Yang, Ruby, Weiss, Blake, and Cinder. After you've beaten the dungeon a couple times and or one time really, and have your own copy of Cinder, you should be running the full Ruby team to max out those free tickets, and each one of those characters is getting a massive boost in the dungeon anyway, so they're going to be viable. Even underdeveloped, they're going to be so viable. So develop them as much as you can, but if you haven't done many pulls, you don't have Ruby, Weiss, and Blake, all you have is the free Yang you're given in the event already, which I'm assuming is most of you. An easy way to beat this, super, super easy, is to just run a triple support, run your Yang as a leader, run a triple support team, and get a friend Yang. Put your Yang up as your friend option, and let your friends use Yang as well. It's so easy. If I throw in 2 Yangs, this dungeon is a piece of cake, and you'll see it. So let's throw Sid in. Actually, it is a fire. It doesn't even matter. Who cares? I'll throw Sid in anyway, just because I don't want to look for another support. Apparently, and this I missed because because of our break that we took, not Damien. Why can't I remember? Demos is a beast. Apparently, he was mega buffed. Let's actually run him in this dungeon. He's a perfect option, considering it's a fire boss. And that's our team. We're going to go back into the Cinder Advent here and give it a good run. Mechanically, it's not a super hard dungeon, but we're just going to scroll through the friends list, and you just look for your best currently available copy of Yang and run with it. I mean, I don't even need that strong of a copy. I shouldn't be this picky, but here we go. I know I had one I could show off. What's the power on this? 12K? 14.5. Mine's way stronger. No problem. So, triple support. Use your Yang. You have one. You were given it for free. Fantastic character. Develop her out. I suggest building her a triple counter attack. On paper, you kind of read her skill bank and you don't feel like you need to counter. And honestly, you could get away with just running this on auto because they're so strong, these Yangs, with their buffs. And the supports are going to keep them alive. They're going to revive anyone necessarily when they die. It makes this a super, super easy Advent to run. But build Blake. Build your Blake up. It's easy. No problem at all. The counterattacks. Oh, I was saying, on paper, the counterattacks appear like they're not, the building counter on her is not necessary because she's going to be in her counter stance most of the time, but that's only really a reality for PvP because she'll start PvP in a counter stance, she'll be in there for like 2-3 turns, and I believe she can put herself back in counter stance with one of her skills. But in an Advent dungeon, you're going to go through that time frame and get into that stale zone way too often. So if you build her really high counterattack, that constantly getting AoE hit from every mob in an Advent is going to keep her in that counter stance permanently, basically. Like extremely reducing the amount of damage she takes while also dishing out a ridiculous amount. You can see these counterattacks. I know she's in her stance, but if she were out of the stance, she'd be getting put back in it really easily. And that's the important thing, is that she's permanently in that counter stance this entire Advent. And you can see even my friend's Yang, which was significantly less strong than mine, is having zero problem here. And honestly, there hasn't really been another hero that I could suggest to you that you should dump counterattack runes on, especially 3 sets. I have not built 3 sets of counterattack on a character in a very long time, if ever, if I can even remember. And the fact that you most likely have some extremely strong counterattack runes lying around means it's even perfect. You probably have a beautiful set of counterattack runes. You've been like, I should hold on to these in case we ever find a hero that needs counter this badly, and we definitely have. Whip out that glorious, polished, beautiful looking set of counterattack runes and throw it on Yang, and this Advent is going to be an easy part of your farming part of your day. 3 supports, 2 Yangs. These Yangs didn't even take damage, literally none. They take so little damage from this event, it's hilarious. Look at that, boom. 4th, I blessed, I got a copy of Cinder. It's actually been so rare lately, it's been pissing me off. Let's take this Yang along. Only 10k power, no skill ups, nothing, and we'll see how it goes. Now, I didn't quite point it out, but if you reverse in the video a little bit, you'll see that I only received 1 bonus event ticket. For this, we are going to I am going to throw in my Cinder just to show you how I normally run this, and because it's going to get me that bonus. Actually, you know what? Let's try. I don't know how weak they are, how underdeveloped they are, but let's just see how they fare. Here we go. Let's attempt to run the dungeon like this. I know my Yang and my Cinder are going to have to put this on their backs pretty hard, or lower than the minimal recommended level, but you can hit start anyhow. This is going to be the best way to be farming it, and if I can clear this dungeon like this, I'm going to be pretty mad at myself for not having done it for a long time. We're just going to throw it on auto. I'm not too worried about the skill set. I'd imagine everyone is going to die pretty quickly except for Blake and Cinder. And you can see, like, Blake will take literally no damage this entire time. It's actually ridiculous. But my characters might even stay alive too. No runes. They're not even level 60, but they just get massive buffs just for being who they are in this dungeon. So far, so good, actually. We're literally taking no damage. My Cinder's the only one that is, or Cinder and Blake are the only ones actually developed. And yeah, no, if you guys are having a hard time clearing the dungeon and you don't have these Ruby characters available, obviously Blake, friend Blake, supports, easy. Get Cinder, put her in for your least favorite support that you're currently using on the team. And obviously, if you own these characters, developed or not, I was scared to use them because I hadn't leveled them up yet. And apparently I was being an idiot. There's going to be so many more free tickets. I'm actually just like, that's so frustrating. They're kicking the crap out of this dungeon. They take no damage at all. That is hilarious. Are we on Annihilation or are we not? 282,000? I feel like we have to be. Yeah, I definitely clicked the hardest setting. We didn't click the easy one. Oh yeah, the easy boss does not summon. I did the hard when the event first came out on the very first day. I was too tight on time to figure it out, and I wanted to clear it before the reset. And these side scorpions don't even get summoned. So yeah, abuse the fact that your characters are extremely buffed. This is 0 runes. 0 levels on anyone but Yang and Cinder, and we are walking through this advent without trying at all. So don't be scared. Throw in your Ruby collab heroes into this advent and farm it and get the maximum number of free summon tickets that you possibly can. They're not gonna regret it. Look at that. 5 event summon tickets, 5 Ruby tickets here. That's 10 tickets per run, and apparently it helps your Cinder RNG. That's back-to-back Cinders for the video. Thank you so much. I did 14 runs in a row without getting a Cinder. I was losing my mind. So it's 120, oh no, I think it was 110 tickets. Doesn't matter. We'll go look right now for a 10 pull. You go to the draws, the rate up Ruby event ticket hero summon. 120 tickets is 11 summons, so that is going to be great. Every 12 runs now. So once every 4 days, you're going to get a free summon just for running this team. That is fantastic. We got 4 days left on this banner, so if you see this today and you do this today, you're going to get a whole entire free summon by the end of the event. So that is definitely the way we should all be farming Cinder. I just wish that I was a little earlier with this one. Oh well. We've been really busy. What can you do? But thanks, as always, thanks for checking this video out. I hope you're having a fantastic day. And until next time, smash that subscribe button and stay classy.